Good morning, it's Denise here, Junk Journal Junkie UK, coming to you from Lincolnshire. It's mid to late August and it's another overcast day, I'm afraid. I have got a lamp on, so I'm hoping you can see fine. This may be a short video. My neighbours next door have got decorators in and they keep having a quick sand blast of the wall, and I'm literally right next to it, so if that happens I will have to stop filming. I'm hoping they've done, but perhaps not. It was going to be a quick video anyway, so hello and welcome to my new journal. So I'm doing a Woodlands journal. You've probably seen me making lots of Woodlands ephemera through various challenges on Tatty Treasures and Friends Facebook page, and using Nanine at Collage Types woodland kit, botanical woodland kit, and a freebie kit from Tanya at Tatty Treasures for her 5,000 subby giveaway. So I am going to make two at once, so that I can put them in the Etsy shop afterwards. So I've made a prototype. Well, I suppose it is a prototype, and I'm then going to make it with you and fill them alongside each other. So I had this beautiful fabric, and I've had it forever. I've had it since before I was junk journaling, and I just spotted it in the cupboard the other day and thought, oh, now that would be perfect cover for my journal. And actually the material is lovely. It's linen. I've got the piece here that I'm going to use. Look, it's linen and it's lying really lovely and flat on here. So I've only glued it on and then stitched around it. Those of you that have been with me a while, hello and welcome back. Oh, and hello to newbies. Will know that I am waiting for a book to finish the signature for this Woodlands journal. A book from, or by I should say, Gordon Benningfield. And as soon as that, I'm hoping it's going to come today. I was hoping it was going to come yesterday. As soon as that comes, I can finish the signature that I've got in here, but I'll share some of it with you today anyway. You were a little bit close there. When I open the page and move them up, they get a bit close to you, don't they? Right, let's try that. So first of all, this. So it's just on 2 pieces of 300 GSM card, and I glued the fabric on the front, then another piece of card, and then stitched around it, and it's as simple as that. And it's fairly sturdy actually, and with this signature in it, it's going to be lovely. So I'll start the gluing process and give you the measurements, and then I'll show you the signature that I've got so far. Right, so I've got 2 pieces of card. One of them is just plain craft card, because it's going to be covered both sides, and the other one is some craft card that I was kindly donated by a friend, and it has just got one side with a pattern on. So this one's dotty. I can't remember what this one. This one's stripy. Look, that's a lovely dark one, that, isn't it? But it just means that I don't have to cover the inside as well, which made it really nice, simple project. You could use scrapbooking card, or you could put fabric on the inside as well. So I just, rather than show you crease them, I just wrote my measurements down so you could see. Obviously you can make them any size you want. So my spine in the middle, I've made a spine so I can make these a little bit chunkier, is 3/8 of an inch. You can make yours bigger. You could make it 2/8. You could just fold it in half if you didn't want a really big one. And that one too. This one is a little bit shorter. What are we shorter? We're about 1/8 of an inch shorter, I would think. Which is how they came. That's how they both came in the pack. But made this one perfect for the inside one. So if you score the 3/8 of an inch up the spine, by the time the fabric's on, and that's on the inside, you've just got a very tiny lip round it, which just made it perfect. Which I did, it was more a happy accident than anything. So that is a little piece of the pattern there. It looks like there's a piece of material missing, but it's I don't know if it was a squirrel or something like that. I mean, I was really pleased with how that one ended up on the front. So this one's going to have the moose, I think. Moose and a pheasant on the front, and that lovely picture there with the rabbits and the fox on the back. The only thing is the back's got the tree lower down. Right, so what I didn't do with this one, and I wished I had afterwards, was put my book plate on before I put the back piece on. So I'm going to do that on this one. Obviously I'll put one on here, it'll just have to be glued on. But this one I will put on before I put the back piece. Okay, so you've seen me cover a journal before, if you've been with me and watched me. I want the plain one. Yep, that one. It's really, really simple. Just lay your material out flat, and then I Fabri-Tac all the way around the, let me just get a glue paper. I'll muck in my desk up. I know that's a joke, but you know. In fact, I can do it on top of the material then. Let's make sure I've got that the right way up. I have. Yeah, so I just Fabri-Tac it all over, and then, oh gosh, that's a dustbin bin by the sounds of it as well. Not a good morning to be filming, but I want to get this done so I can get on with the signature. Yeah, so Fabri-Tac all round it, especially down the spine. In fact, I think I'll just do half. I think I just did half on the last one. Laid that flat and then I Fabri-Tac'd the second half, if I remember rightly. I did. Because it wasn't on camera, of course, it went swimmingly, this one. So we'll see if we can produce the same effect. So I kind of want it high up if I can. Have I left enough yet? Yeah, the trick is leaving enough to turn over, because what's making it neat is the nice turned over edges. I think it's just beautiful thick card. Oops. And it's good strong material, and I think the two things together, yeah, I could have done it all, I think, in one go. Oh yeah, because I went round the outside. Silly girl. Yeah, just made it really easy to work with. So I'm trying to put plenty on but not make it too thick so it bleeds through. And obviously the edges are going to be stitched anyway. We just don't want the middle bit moving around and bagging on us. I mean, it'll move a little bit because obviously it's like that one does. Obviously it's material and it's not stuck in every last millimetre of the plates. So smooth it out. Got my squeaky table back today. Yeah, lovely. So they're going to be like two completely different journals. They're from the same strip of fabric. It obviously it must have been underneath and repeated itself that way. Okay, so then on the corners, I think I've got a little bit off centre. So take a little bit of this off because we don't want too much bulk. And hope I've left enough. The top half should have done. As long as I can turn it over, that stitching will hold it in place. Oops, I've rid of some of that. Okay, so if you've seen me before, you'll know. Does that need a bit under there now? I always turn my corners over first and get them glued down, in theory, to get a nice neat corner. Sometimes it works. Depends on the fabric really, and sometimes it doesn't. I must admit I never get 100% 45-degree corners. I don't think I ever have. Maybe with paper, but I don't think I ever have with fabric. But of course I put the corners, the metal corners on, which hide any issues. Just wondering if there's too much there. a little bit, not a lot, but I'll just take a smidge off. That first one went so nice, I'll be disappointed if this one doesn't. So we'll take our time and try and make it a good one. Obviously I'm going to sew the signature through this, so, and I don't want my strings showing on the outside, so there will be something down the outside of the spine on this too. I haven't thought yet that far what that will be. It could be lace, but I'm thinking I do lace a lot. I'm wondering if I can find something else that will go, some sort of trim with the woodlandy sort of theme. Fits in with the theme. Okay guys, I hope you're well. Oh, what happened to that? Did it fall off? Hope you're well and fit and happy and having fun. What are you making? Nobody's told me yet. I keep asking. I suppose by the end of the video you forget what I've asked you, because you are commenting to me, just not telling me what you make. Oh no, that's not true. 1 or 2 people have, but not many. Let's get that back under there again. Like I say, on the corners I only need it, well, all the way around really, I only need it to grab a little bit, because the stitching will grab it. I wasn't sure if my machine would go through all this. It's quite a thick card actually, and thick material, but you know, I've only got a real cheap Brother sewing machine and it did it no problem, so yeah, that's a little bit shorter than the last one was, but as long as I hold it, it'll stick, I think. I'll just have to hold it for a few minutes more, and then I can go back in and catch anything if I need to. So last time I did it, I did cut there, but this material seems to be quite friendly and giving, so I haven't done it this time. Yeah, I normally do the 2 short edges first as well. I'm talking and not concentrating, but all seems to have gone well, so it clearly doesn't matter which way on you do it. I think the end of that glue bottle's getting a bit gloopy with the material threads. Oops. Oh, now we've got either a police car or an ambulance. I don't know. I know there is a difference in the tones, but I can't say that I particularly know it. Because we're fairly close to the town and the motorway here, we get quite a few sirens throughout the day. Whoops, that sounds like the decorator's banging, so I hope it's not about to start again. If it does start, I'll turn the camera off and then restart when he stops, but hopefully you'll just let me get this done, because like I say, it's not a massive, it's not going to take me long to do. Ew, goopy. Obviously last time I didn't get the picture plate. Yeah, it's not a picture plate and it's not a number plate. What is it? Can't for the life of me remember what it's called, or what I've done with it here. What is it, a nameplate? I think it's a nameplate, isn't it? How bizarre. Words just leave me. Anyway, one of those. Yeah, I think it's a nameplate. I didn't put that on last time, so I don't know if that's going to slow me up. Shouldn't do, really. I'm just going to put it through with some brads, and then it'll be secured with the back piece. Then I'll turn the camera off and sew it, and come back and show you it. Probably need to give the the Fabri-Tac a little, not too long, but a little while to set before I sew. Otherwise I make a real mess of my sewing needle, and I've not long since changed it. I've got enough fabric actually to make 4 of these. I'm wondering if I'll make 3. I might. Obviously I'm only going to share one. I'm going to make them similar, which I don't normally do, but I'm going to make these 3. Not identical, so they will all be different, and obviously the fronts will be different, but I'll share them with you when I've done. I'm just at the minute enjoying, yeah, gorgeous, the material and the kit. There's a little bit of a crease down there. Maybe I should have ironed it, but I didn't. I think it might come out on its own because of the quality of the material. Okay, so that'll be drying, won't it, while I put this in. What I didn't do was bring my awl with me. I'm trying to think where it is. Is it miles away? I keep moving things in my craft room. Right, bear with me and I'll go find it. Okay, as if by the magic of television, I'm back. And I realised I said my craft room. It's funny that I think of it as my craft room now. It's not. I don't have a craft room. This is our living room. Alright, where do I want that? My craft space, I should have said. Oops. I don't want it to interfere with too much. Yeah, up there I think. So I've got these. Right, I got some brads and they were huge, so I went on and ordered some extra small brads. Oh boy, they were small. I was expecting small, but not quite that small. Right, so I can put one in. Sorry if I knocked you then. I don't want it too near the edge because I want to be able to get my sewing machine foot in. I can put one in and then straighten the other one up. It's gone through easily. Straighten it up to put the other one in. That's what I was trying to say. Actually, they're not a bad size, these brads. So I'm so sorry. Let me move over a little bit. I hope we can see. For these number plates. They're not number plates, Denise. Yeah, just gives it a bit of something. And I've put a copper coloured one in because I've only got, I think, the gold, silver and copper, so I'm just going to do it by eye and hope. I've got a straight eye this morning. And this is so much easier than gluing them on, and obviously less messy. All you need to do is remember to do it beforehand. Right, this is the problem with the teeny tiny brads. Can't even see where it needs opening. Got it. Yep. No. Okay, so we need this piece on the inside, and then it's just a matter of let's take those off now and hope it's stuck. Just a matter of sewing around it. So that one hasn't quite. See, the corners are not that square. Don't think I've got one right angled corner. Yeah, it's lovely though, isn't it? Really am liking it. I think this card, this coloured cards, or patterned card, has made put a couple of blobs on them, stop them spinning. Yeah, made a real easy job of it. So I didn't have to cut it or anything. Right, I think what I'll do to get it straight is put the spine down first. That might be a good. Oops. Yeah, lovely. Where's That's my big chunky ruler. My husband did retrieve my ruler from behind the bookcase, those of you that were watching my last video when I said I didn't get it. So now I have all my rulers back. Okay. Oh, sorry. So again, I won't go too close to the edge with the glue because I'm going to stitch the edge. I'm going to stitch as close to the edge as I can. And plenty there. Oops. It does use a lot of glue though. I've gone through quite a lot of my Fabri-Tac with 2 of these. Oh. Let's bring it up and then down. Oops. Oh, got a little bit of glue in there. How did I manage that? So it must have just been a ball that fell. It's gone, thank goodness. Okay, get all that glue off there. And it's still not stuck down in there. And do it a bit quicker. I mean, the material on the card is quite thirsty with the glue. It's just if you put it on too thick, you do get, you know, raised bits, which is what I don't want either. So try and get a happy medium. Have we come too high at the top there? No. Yeah, so to be honest, that's gone pretty well again. Yeah, so I'm going to let that dry before I sew it because the sewing machine could twist or move it if I don't. As soon as I have sewn it, I will come back and show you, and I will also show you the signature that I've got so far. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, so I've let it glue and stitched it, and this time I chose a green thread instead of a brown thread. Like I say, I want them to be, don't want them to be the same journal, I want them to be different. So I do love that dark brown thread, and I think it needed it because it's a very, very full-on front, that one. This one's got a lot more of the neutral space, so I think that the green thread shows up nicely on it. The green might not have shown up so much on the other one. Love those bunny rabbits. Yeah, really pleased with it. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So it's all ready for its corners and its signature. Sorry. Yeah, and it'll probably have some pockets or something in the front there. We'll do that as we go along. As regards this one, taking threads with me, what I did was I got my nameplate, book plate, that's what I think they're called anyway, and I put a couple of brads through, and I just put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on to hold them so they don't twizzle around and stick out the end. And I'm thinking I'm going to put this one on down here in that blank or neutral-ish space. So, and all I'm going to do is try and not get Fabri-Tac all over the front and make it shiny, but I hope I'm in frame there. Whoops, I'm too busy looking at you and not what I'm doing. Just put Fabri-Tac around the bottom 3 sides of that. Clean off the front. Yeah. And just pop it down. Right, so maybe a bit further in because I don't know what I'm going to cover that with yet. Obviously that'll take a little while to grab, but it should grab fine. I've stuck them on afterwards like this before and they've been absolutely fine. Just need to give it a few minutes. I wonder if I could just hold it on with one of these. You don't really want to sit, oh it will, sit and watch me hold that for 5 minutes. Although I am going to the signature's not attached, so I don't have to show you it in there, do I? Let's put the lid on that. Oh, good catch. Okay, so like I say, the signature is mainly a kit from Nanine at Collage Type. I'm sure it's Woodland Botanical, but she's got a few woodlandy kits and she's got a few botanical kits, so you just have to go have a look. It'll be in the description, the Nanine's Etsy shop. So on the outside, this isn't a kit page. This is a page from Janie B's Bee journal, which I haven't used yet. I'm going to make one, but I just thought the greeny colours, you'll see as we go through, the turquoisey greeny colours go with some of the eggy bird egg and other colours in Nanine's kit. And I just wanted a different page. I printed that on vellum, you can probably hear. It's lovely. Okay, so you can write on that, no problem. And then I just backed it with another piece of Janie B's and stitched around it. It's not, it's loose, it's not glued down or anything, it is just literally stitched. Just gives it a little bit of interest, a bit of noise, a bit of something different. And then this is a page from the kit from Nanine. This is a page from the kit, backing pages as well. So this is from the kit, so these are journal cards, I believe. Just folded them over. See, there's a bee, I think, there. Yeah. Just folded them over, and that's going to be an over the page. I don't know how yet, I just know it is. Just went perfectly. I've shared this page with you before, I'm sure. It needs a little bit more collaging on it, but it's just a page that I collaged to give it a little bit of something different. Oopsie. This is a beautiful page. Now I'm pretty sure this page is from the add-on, and depending on when you watch it, a free kit from Tatty Treasure on YouTube. Kit page. So this is an envelope that I got in Happy Mail, and I've used a pocket from the kit. You'll have seen that if you've been watching my video. So we've got it's going in the signature. We've got a pocket there. I don't know what I'm doing with the back of it yet. Just love these bird eggs. Yeah, so I always like to put an envelope in the middle. This is from the kit. It'll probably go that way, I think. But obviously remember there's pages to go in here still from the Gordon Benningfield book that's coming. Yep, so that, I think that's 2 journal cards there. Yeah, 2 small journal cards that I've cut out on as a whole. I'm going to stitch around and maybe put something on, make it a side tuck, put a little thumb notch in it. So that's the back of that envelope, which is a beautiful colour, isn't it? I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but that's the back of my book page. That's a cluster from Artie May. Look at that beautiful page though. Yep, so these stripes are part of the kit, Nanine's kit. There's that beautiful bird that's on the envelope. And that's the back of that. Okay, so I made the spine thicker than I normally do, so that I could put quite a chunky-ish signature in it. Well, maybe not a chunky signature, but not a small signature in it, and get all the embellishments, because you'll probably see I've been making quite a few embellishments for the challenge that I'm doing on Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group. Again, there'll be a link somewhere in the description if you've not found that yet. Please pop on and have a look and find it, and the videos that I've done will be in my playlist as well on Woodland Botanical. So that's it, I'll leave you there for now. Hopefully next time you see it, the book will have arrived with the rest of my signature, and I'll be able to sew it together, and then we'll do the fun bit of filling and embellishing it. Okay, so we managed that without too much noise from next door. Thank you for keeping me company. Please go and subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you chatting to me in the comments. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. But more than anything, I'd like to see you back again tomorrow, and have a lovely, lovely day. Bye all. Bye-bye.